right before the show.
Breaking news.
And we just have been with another copyright strike because you did that. Good job,
Sorry.
Mike. The thing is, Mike
Bum,
is
bum, 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 bum. One of those.
Mike is so pitch perfect that we get him with copyright strike.
Bing. Remember that one? That was my favorite one when Fox would go live.
And something would like slide over. Jussie Smollett's criminal case.
I remember that Fox News was the MSNBC/CNN of its time.
Yeah.
When like Obama was in office, they just did the same thing for Bush. Remember that? They'd be like, breaking news, President Bush is handsome. And you're like, that's not breaking.
Come on, man.
You didn't need to use the breakings. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, breaking news. Look at how handsome he is in a bomber jacket. We are scheduled to be in Iraq for another 25 years.
Jussie Smollett criminal case dropped.
Yikes.
Jussie Smollett will not be prosecuted for allegedly faking a racial attack because all charges have been dropped. Jussie and his lawyer will address the media at 8:45. Jussie and his lawyers ran to court Tuesday morning in Chicago, where he is facing 16 felony counts of lying to police and alleged racial and homophobic attack. Jussie will surrender his $10,000 bond, but that's it. The case is over. We're told state attorney Kim Fox told Chicago police that she was dropping the case because Jussie would have only gotten community service if convicted. And she said he has already performed community service, so there's no point in prosecuting him. We could not find any record of Smollett doing community service. We're told Chicago police are furious and feel something untoward is going on with Kim Fox.
Can we all agree? All right, well, can we just say one thing, right? Without even talking about this specific case, we can all agree that when it comes to corruption, city corruption, Chicago's like the first city most people think of in America, right? It's past New York. It's past L.A., right? The most, I would say, like politically corrupt. Like, LA's the most fucked up. New York's the most financially corrupt.
Politically, there's nobody even close. I mean,
it's still like
Detroit's coming up, but still nobody's even close to them.
Detroit just collapsed before it had a chance to. But Chicago is basically like they're the only ones that still act like the turn of the century, like political boss, like Tammany Hall. Like this, Chicago is just we're gonna make that go away. Remember the scene in Casino when the guys were trying to rip the place off, and then they notice Joe Pesci's there and he's protecting the place.
Yeah,
and then they're like, "Oh yeah, no, we were just about to leave," and then they leave, and then the lady comes back with their money, and he's like, "Yeah, they don't need that no more." That's kind of like what Chicago is. Oh, we got his booking slip. Yeah, we don't need that no more. Get out of here. And you're like, whoa, no, there's no, nobody's explaining anything.
So
it's very corrupt, and it's like that's why the mafia did so well in Chicago too.
So apparently, some sort of former aide to Michelle Obama or something like this. I'm trying to get the story. Used to work in Chicago or something. The Asian lady you were telling me before the show.
Yeah, she was like Obama. She might have been a chief of staff even, or a fucking advisor. She was some kind of. She had a spot in the Obama administration. And I guess she's close to Michelle. And that's not even like a tinfoil hat thing. Like this woman is allegedly reached out to the
NBC Chicago. You're right. This is NBC covering it. Jussie Smollett updates. Text emails reveal Fox asked Johnson to turn investigation over to the FBI. New documents showing text messages and emails change revealed Cook County State Attorney Kim Fox asked Superintendent Eddie Johnson to turn the Jussie Smollett investigation over to the FBI before she recused herself from the case. The documents obtained Wednesday by NBC5 via Freedom of Information Act request show correspondence between Fox and an unknown person and Tina Tichin, that's the one, a one-time assistant to former President Barack Obama and Chief of Staff to Michelle Obama.
Right, I was right. Chief of Staff.
Yeah, Chief of Staff. In an email, Tichin said that she knows the Smollett family and said they have concerns about the investigation into the alleged hate crime attack, which police now say was a hoax staged to boost his career. In the messages, Fox tells an unknown person who contacted her on Tichin that they spoke to a superintendent and he was trying to figure out logistics. In a later email, Fox tells Tichin she's convinced Johnson to reach to the FBI to ask him for the investigation. So anyway, she is connected to it, and after she met with him, after this email, after they met, is when the charges were dropped. Now, of
A
course,
surprise twist in the Jussie Smollett investigation. The Cook County State's attorney issued a surprise statement, and the brothers questioned in this case made an unexpected visit to the criminal court building. NBC5's Trina Orlando on the story, live with the latest details. Trina.
Allison State's Attorney Kim Fox recused herself from the case late this afternoon. This is Chicago police continue to investigate.
Can we agree that Trina Orlando sounds like a female rapper?
Yes.
Does that not sound like some? And then you find out she's not. She's from like Deltona.
Mm-hmm. She would be on a track with DeBrat.
You go, wait, Trina Orlando? Yeah, she's this big booty black bitch. She raps. She's from Orlando, and you're like, no, she's from Titusville.
Yeah, she's not from Orlando.
Investigate whether Jussie Smollett, who was once considered a victim in this case, could instead face charges. Jussie Smollett is staying silent as law enforcement.
Okay, so this is
if
whatever.
he gets away with this,
we're
going to be very angry.
And they're saying that there's they can't find. They said there would be no point for him to do community service because he's already done community service, but according to what people are saying, there's nothing on record of him doing community service. But that's not the point. We have a legal process. And in the article, it also says his record is wiped clean. He has no record now.
That can't be. That's not allowed.
Well, that's what happened.
That's not allowed. That's like when the feds have to, look, I don't like the feds anyway, overstepping their bounds, and I'm more of a states' rights guy. But once you establish things like the FBI and the Department of Justice, this is what they're for. It's for people to come in and go, no. Open these back up. What did you do? Like the same thing. Look what they're doing to Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh,
People are starting to unseal things now and go, whoa, what the fuck were you guys doing in this office?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, look, dude, I think, God, I fucking pray, man, that, I don't think the world's ever going to be fixed. But I do want to see some of the bad guys hang.
Oh, yeah.
Figuratively, not necessarily literally. Don't fucking strike me for that.
No,
I'm just saying I want them to fucking feel the fire in court. And I think that there's so much of this shit now, man. We just have to keep, like, the thing is to not let it go away. So you guys can't let the news brush past it. You have to keep pushing it after they go, oh, well, who Jussie who? And you're like, no, that's bullshit. You remember.
Yeah, you know exactly who. So the police chief made a statement, and he is not happy.
So listen, I'm sure we all know what occurred this morning. My personal opinion is that you all know where I stand on this. Do I think justice was served? No. Where do I think justice is? I think this city is still owed an apology. And let me digress for a moment. When I came on this job, I've been a cop now for about 31 years. When I came on this job, I came on with my honor, my integrity, and my reputation. If someone accused me of doing anything that would circumvent that, then I would want my day in court, period, to clear my name. I've heard that they wanted their day in court with TV cameras so America could know the truth. But no, they chose to hide behind secrecy and broker a deal to circumvent the judicial system. My job as a police officer is to investigate an incident, gather evidence, gather the facts, and present them to the state's attorney. That's what we did. I stand behind the detective's investigation. I'll let Mary Manuel comment further.
You know what? Oh, man, I like this because this is a straight up, there's going to be a fight in Chicago now.
Oh, yeah, this is not good.
You know, by the way, boy, did he get a talking to after this press conference. There were calls from the mayor and all that stuff.
And he's like, I don't give a fuck.
And he was probably like, man, eat a dick, dude. I'm not. And they're probably, and I guarantee you, he's getting accused right now. You're grandstanding so you can run for mayor. So he might even do it. But, dude, he is right now. You could tell he's pissed.
Oh yeah, he's angry.
And that's, by the way, that is spitting on his cops. Like, they didn't just come up with 16 charges. Like he said, he had detectives and these people, and they put everything together and they said, this is what we got.
Right.
And he's not happy.
One thing is not only do I support the hard work of our police officers, the defective.
Oh well, there's the mayor. No, you're right. There's Rahm Emanuel. Nope, I guess not. Rahm Emanuel is with him.
Oh no.
So wait.
Oh, no.
By the way, I hate Rahm Emanuel.
I hate him too. But let's not get too happy because I actually heard somebody say Rahm Emanuel pulled a heel turn here. So I don't know what he said yet. But before, let's just hear this human snake person talk.
I hate this man.
Oh, I hate that whole family. Ari Emanuel is the guy that runs CIA, and that's the CAA, not the CIA, which pretty much is the same thing. But yeah, the whole family's connected.
Units, but I'd like to remind everybody, a grand jury indicted this individual based on only a piece of the evidence that the police had collected in that period of time. So a grand jury actually brought the charges.
Look at this cop, by the way. Look at the superintendent grinding his teeth.
Oh, yeah.
The entire time Rahm is talking.
He's very angry.
By the way, the self-control being exhibited by the superintendent of police. Like, if you just watch him, he's like, you can just tell he wants to beat Rahm Emanuel over the head.
Oh, yeah.
I would, too.
I think on two things I'd like to say, or three things I'd like to say. One, on financial costs, this $10,000 doesn't even come close to what the city spent in resources to actually look over the camera, gather all the data, gather all the information that actually brought the indictment by the grand jury on many, multiple different charges. Second is what I would call the ethical costs. And the ethical cost is you have, as a person who was in the House of Representatives when we tried to pass the Shepard legislation that dealt with hate crimes, putting them on the books, that President Obama then signed into law.
All right, speaking of grandstanding, fucking Christ, get to it, Rahm.
Victim of a hate crime who now will be doubted. People of faith, Muslim or any other religious faith, who will be a victim of hate crime.
You see this pundit speech he's doing? Oh, I hate this guy. It's so transparent.
I told you to.
Oh.
That's why I told you to wait.
Oh, I hate this guy. I fucking hate this guy.
I had heard he came off a bit cunty.
Yeah, you think?
I didn't see it.
And the people of Muslim faith I hate him.
You literally came out standing next to this chief, so you're like, oh, all right, I might be on Rahm's side. It's like, let's hold off because I've been hearing things. And sure enough, he just fucking heel turned with the chair. Chair shot to the cop.
That of all walks of life and backgrounds, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation. Now this casts a shadow of whether they're telling the truth, and he did this all in the name of self-promotion. And he.
Hi, Mr. Unaware Guy. This is also Rahm Emanuel right now is not. Nobody likes him in Chicago. Nobody. He's done nothing for all the violent crimes. Half the police hate him. Nobody likes him. So he's just trying to score points here. I think he's just taking the side of the most popular thing.
Use the laws of the hate crime legislation that all of us collectively over years have put on the books to stand up to be the values that embody what we believe in. This is a whitewash of justice. A grand jury could not have been clearer. To then say not only is the cost, the $10,000 doesn't come cost financially, but all the other repercussions of this decision it made, to me, where is the accountability in the system? You cannot have, because of a person's position, one set of rules apply to them, and another set of rules apply to everybody else. In another way, you're seeing this play out in the universities, where people pay extra to get their kids a special position in universities.
Did he just tie in the university thing to the Jussie Smollett thing?
Those are the real enemies of America.
He's all over the place. Hey, 600 people were killed in your city last year. You fucking loser. Do something about that.
Now you have a person, because of their position and background, who's getting treated in a way that nobody else would ever, sorry about that, don't get near, I'm doing near my sermon here, that would ever get close to this type of treatment. Our officers did hard work day in and day out, countless hours, working to unwind what actually happened that night. The city saw its reputation dragged through the mud, but I remind everybody it was not just the officers' work. That work, a piece of that work, was shown to a grand jury, and they made a decision based on only a sliver of the evidence. And as I remember correctly, somebody wanted to have that evidence in the day, as the superintendent said, their day in court, so all the evidence could be made public.
Is he missing a finger? Is he missing like the tip of a finger? Yeah, look. Yeah, he is. Fuck happened to you, Rum? All right, so basically, you get the gist. They are not going to be. I don't think this is going to stand. I think something's going to happen, right? I can't imagine what they were thinking. You know.
I mean, I don't know unless the feds step in. If the feds step in, then yeah, that'd be great. But I'd like the feds to, look, they got their commission, right? They got Mueller and they got to do their little investigation. Don't we get one now?
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Can't we just send? Can't we send like a nice prosecutor into Chicago?